The Kansas City Police Department is under fire after the shooting of an unarmed pregnant black woman, which they shot her 5 times. This incident took place over the Memorial Day weekend on Friday, May the 27th. It all happened in the Independent Plaza neighborhood. The woman is 26-year-old Leona Haley, and she has been identified as the victim. Sources say that the Kansas City Police Department claimed the horrifying encounter stemmed from an attempt to arrest a woman and a man for suspicion of a stolen vehicle. But witnesses on the scene say Haley had her hands up before officers opened fire 5 times. There was a woman there on the scene who asked not to be identified, and also she was a woman who recorded the events that followed this ordeal. She told the Kansas City Star that officers yelled, "Get out the car," to a male and a female in a car that was near her. The eyewitness also says that the man got out the vehicle, jumped a fence, and ran. However, the woman exited the car with her hands up. According to the reports, the cops told the woman to get on the ground, but the woman informed them that she was pregnant. Witnesses say the police asked Haley to get on the ground multiple times, but she returned again and said she was pregnant, so she refused. But the next event that happened is when this thing really came to a head, and this 26-year-old pregnant woman was shot 5 times. The 26-year-old, after informing officers that a weapon was in the car, began to back away from the vehicle. Eyewitnesses say police drew their guns. The scared pregnant woman began to run away, but was met with gunfire. She did not pull out a weapon on them, which is also said by the eyewitness. She did not have a stick in her hand. She says she just remembers seeing her hit the ground. The woman says she asked officers why they shot Haley, but they did not respond. The Kansas City Defender says that after officers shot Haley 5 times, they handcuffed her. The woman is said to be in stable condition at this moment. Kansas City Police Chief Joseph Mabin released a statement saying, "We never want to be in these types of situations, not with the public as a police department. Anytime it happens, it's a blight on our community. I want to ensure the public, the scene is secure. There is no ongoing threat. We're committed to be 100% transparent. This is a holiday weekend. It's time for friends, not a time for violence." Wow. And there will also be a video linked in the description where you can see this pregnant woman on the ground, and the female officer handcuffs her and actually has her knee on her back. But she's already been shot 5 times. And when we think about it, she had no weapon. And it's sad, family, that even pregnant black women are not safe out here. We know black women are not safe in general, but even also pregnant black women. And yeah, I will admit that she shouldn't have been in an alleged stolen vehicle with this guy that she was in the vehicle with, whether it was her baby father, boyfriend, I don't know. But should it be that much excessive force on a woman, and especially on a pregnant woman? You should say, hell no, because it shouldn't be. They just had an officer involved shooting in Cape Cod. where this man came out of his garage and was coming toward the officers, and they still did not pull a gun out on him. He busted one of the officers in the head with some kind of stick or pipe he had, and they still didn't shoot the guy. Only when the officer was on the ground after being busted in the head and he was attempting to hit the officer over the head again, only then did they shoot this man. Now, when we add up the consequences, they don't line up. He actually attacked an officer, and only because the officer was in a near-death situation was the only reason that he shot him. When it comes to black people, you can have a cell phone or ink pen in your hand, and they're going to swear they thought it was a gun, and they're going to shoot. This young lady had nothing in her hands except a baby in her stomach, and they shot her 5 times. You tell me something is not wrong with that picture, and I'm going to tell you something definitely has to be wrong with you. First of all, this guy was a male. She's a female, a pregnant female at that. How does she end up shot 5 times? You tell me that. That's what I want to know, is how does she end up shot 5 times? And she's pregnant with no weapon, no stick, no cell phone, no nothing in her hands. And this man in Cape Cod, yeah, he got shot too, but he was able to actually approach officers and club one of them over the top of his head. And he did not get shot until he went to attack the officer that was down. That shit don't add up. It just don't add up. And I pray that we're not going back into the 2021, 2020 madness that we just went through in this country. But things do have to change. It has to get better. It can't continue being this way, because it shows a bad look on the backers. It shows racism written all over it. It definitely shows that it's not a just system. So they're going to have to fix that, or else we're going to be right back at it again. But yeah, I like to give my blessings to that young lady, and definitely my prayers to that baby that is in her stomach, that it survives, and to this country that they're going to have to give, something going to have to give. That's all I'm going to say. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south, unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.